So I think this is our third match together. Is that right? Recently, anyway. Let me screen share.
Um, Recently, this is our second one that we actually get to play.
Oh, that's true. Finally. We've been trying to play all for like the last 7 days. And I've been kind of
Yeah.
out of it, taking care of some family stuff for the last 2 weeks, and now I'm trying to hit up hard, trying to finish up our final tweaks and the new expanded playtest so we can get it out to our backers and the new magi that have been popping up. What do I need? I still need a specialization though. Whoops. Uh, tell them a little bit about what you're playing today to the camera.
I am I am playing the voice speaker spec, which uses uh, dispels a lot, makes dispels easier, helps reduce some of your resonance cost for soul spells, and gives you some free actions for casting dispels if you upgrade it. Very good for delaying your opponent while you set them up to fall.
And I'm still working the bio. I just want really making sure on some of these changes that we're making with the timing of when you check requirements on an active card to sustain. Before, if the required card disappeared, you immediately stopped what you're doing, and any card that they were sort of supporting would also disappear. So that was sort of an exception to the normal timing rules, and so now it just occurs at the beginning. Just when you just check it, just like any other sustain costs during maintenance. Anyway, it makes bio a little bit easier, and so I'm going to do this one last final. It looks like it's working out just fine. It's not. It doesn't make it OP. In fact, I think it makes bio a little more enjoyable. So we're going to try it one more time. This time back to the Life Chanter, and see, just see if it makes it a little too difficult for Steven to beat and destroy with his very powerful voice speaker. I'm very nervous because I dislike going against voice speakers. We're going to be taking a look at a couple other. One is I want to do a final look at these action stones, which means that in order to pay for something that requires 2 actions, you need to have both those actions, and you spend them just like a currency. In fact, Ecthelion, will you pull out some extra chips that we can use for action stones, just to help keep track of it? This will be pretty important for you because you're going to be doing a lot of response spells. We're also going to see if this makes Void Speaker too powerful, since normally when he is collecting one of my manifesting spells, I'd spell, he'd dispel it, then the turn would go to him, but he'd have an interrupt stone, and he'd have to spend his turn returning it, and so it would come right back to me. So the end result would be I would cast a spell, he'd dispel it, I'd cast another spell, maybe he'd dispel it. Anyway, so there's been some comments that maybe that would make it Void Speaker too powerful to give them to switch the turn to them. We're going to find out if any of that made sense. And Steven, I guess it seems a bit boring to watch, so let's try to move it through it as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Okay.
Looking for some tokens here.
I love this voice speaker art by Logan Knight. I believe that's Logan Knight. He just sent me some new art too that we're going to be working into the new website. Ring of Spell Storage. By the way, did you know that we tweaked all the spell storage rings? Have you checked those out?
Yeah, it's one spell, right?
Yeah, it's one spell, and I'm pretty sure that with Ring of Spell Storage too, codex limits still apply, so it doesn't give you a third level 4.
Oh. Ooh, that causes a problem then.
Uh-oh. Let me just double check that.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that. Yeah, as it turns out, we really chose to do that because of because it's thematic. You know, you're storing the ring in a place other than your codex, but it really does make those particular artifacts more powerful than originally intended.
Okay. This can be fixed.
Is this driving you nuts, guys? This constant talking? No? My brother's over there working on the new website. Listening to me yammer.
All right.
Wow.
And will those chips
My action
work
stones
for,
are huge, man.
will those work for your action stones?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Will those action stones work for you?
Yeah, those will work. Those will work great. I like it. And I can move it around? Yes, perfect. Okay. You can do the roll.
Okay, let's get this going.
Round 1, 2 residents. Oh, you know what? Also, I need to roll to see who goes first, which I'll just do with the Discord roll.
I got 20.
You got 20?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You go first. So increase my resonance by 2. He needs his resonance up by 2. I just moved up your resonance.
Oh, thank you.
And maintenance phase, nothing, of course, the first turn. And spell prep. I'm just going to move right into that. That's all right with you.
Yep. All right. I am ready.
I'm almost ready. And that sounds perfect. Yep, that's what I'll do. So move that, and that. I'm ready. Oh, that's right.
Ready?
Stay ready now, yeah.
All right. Show. Karmic debt. Eat loss.
Say that again?
Eat loss?
You know what? For some reason, the back side of that is incorrect. It's showing Bakira's etheric siphon, which is Dev Pop.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Yeah.
Huh. Must have gotten mixed up.
So I think that's correct. Alum.
All right.
Oh, so also anybody who's watching this, we are testing out a new. So we have Serpent being divided up into 2 types of gameplay, as it turns out. With people who are playing the game, and we've got casual players and hardcore players, and this comes down to the language. So we will always going to keep a hardcore mode where, in order to cast the spell, you have to actually speak the language. We've got a lot of people who they're really enjoying the game, and we're getting a lot of feedback from people like, I like the game. To tell you the truth, we're not playing with the language. We love it as it is, just with the strategy and whatnot. So what we're doing is we're creating an alternate mode that we'll still call casual, where you can cast any spell without speaking the language. If you're like, there's people in your gaming group who don't want to go hardcore, and these are working titles, and may make it more mystical. But in the casual mode, we still want to provide an advantage to you using the language, so that you can play Serpent's Tongue with somebody who doesn't want to. You can use the language with somebody who doesn't use the language, and that there's an advantage. And that advantage is something that we're calling fluency chips, or fluency points. And we may call them mastery points, but I think we're just going to stick with fluency. And this is sort of a resurrection of sort of an older idea. And every time you cast a spell successfully, actually speak a spell successfully, you will gain its fluency in fluency points. So if you cast a level 4 spell, you'll get 4 fluency points. Now, so this is basically a new currency in the game for this alternate play mode. And you can spend fluency chips, fluency points, to unlock tiers of your specialization, just as if they were residents. So if you get 5 fluency chips, you can unlock a 5 residents specialization upgrade. Also, you do that as a free action, just like unlocking your specialization at any other time. Also, as a free action, you can convert your 10 fluency into a single will. So it's a way to generate will. Although it's a little bit cumbersome, it takes a little bit, but it does add some will generation to the game, which there is not very much at all. Alun, I have no response to that. Oh, and by the way, while we're playing this, we don't have our nonverbals. Let's just go ahead and always, after the other person casts, let's just confirm for them, no response. Okay? So every time you cast, I'll just tell you no response. You don't have to ask me or wait for me or anything like that. Okay? And vice versa.
Yep.
So no response. So that's active. Karmic Debt. And a nasty little spell, and only 2 resonance. So delightful.
And that'll give me 2 fluency chips, 2 speaking chips that I'm keeping track of here.
Yeah. So we're going to track that, his fluency chips, with this resonance over here from the other player. Let's cast. Cellular degeneration on you. Any response?
Okay. Yes, I have a response.
You do have a response?
I do.
It does have a response, folks.
So Pasul. This is Sever Source.
Cast moves to be a target of a manifesting offensive spell. Bear may not gain resonance. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't.
Now,
I really spend it on that.
Now, before I commit to this, make sure I'm clear. Can we still spend will as we're casting it to get the resonance?
No, will exchanges are all a free action as of right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so you don't actually have enough. You don't have enough resonance for that.
Then I won't be doing that then.
Yeah, and so that's one of the probably the most powerful impacts of making will exchanges, non-free action response, is that right now. And the jury's still a little out. I like it a lot, but it does make the gameplay a little bit possibly less fluid, but it does make it more organized and less sort of slipshod. Like now, Ecthelion's probably wishing we did have a will exchange as free action responses. Yep.
Thanks me up.
Cold hard iron. No response.
Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Want it over here. Okay.
I cast cellular augmentation. Level 3.
Oh, and you have a charge on karmic debt.
Thank you. Because of cellular degeneration. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because I cast offensive spell here, I get a charge on here. Out of actions?
Yes. I'm done. Or wait, I do have a free action. I will take a free action and spend 1 will to upgrade Tree A to Void Magic.
Yep. That's what one does, huh?
It is what one does.
I will also upgrade my... let me think here. I will upgrade also to Tree A. It lets me cast initiative, cast a bio enhancement as a free action. I'll pay 1 will to do that. Your turn.
Alright, I am done then. And just so you know, my Void Speaker spec, the macros to mark which ones I've paid for aren't working. So I paid for the first tier, but I won't be able to mark it.
Yeah, he doesn't have it set up to market, I don't think, right now. James is busy working on ST Arena version 2, and he's using a really slick game engine to do it. I'm very excited about it. Okay, so I'm going to use that free action that I got from Bio Empowerment to cast a enhancement. So make sure I have enough. Do I have enough? I do. Master Evan's Quickened Reflexes, which cost me 2 Resonance and 1 Harmony.
Okay.
So it looks like you'll be going first. Your turn, still nothing?
Nothing.
I'm going to use my extra action that I get from Master Evan's Quickened Reflexes. Actually, you know what? Master Evan's Quickened Reflexes cost 1 Essence to cast Ancestry. So I better spend my Essence. And I'll use, I will meditate with my extra action.
Okay.
And, is that it? That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
One. So, real quick, what do you think? What's your opinion on that? About you were basically blocked from doing that will exchange, that separate source.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Really, I wish I would have known about it beforehand. Yeah. I might have done some things differently, but it's okay.
Yeah, you don't mind. You don't think that because we are losing a little bit of potential gameplay there. Although I have found that it does make the first turns just a little bit more. You know what I found? It makes the whole game a little bit more exploit-proof. Because I found like everybody's sort of like, I've got the killer combo. Very rarely have they actually turned out to be an unblockable. I think we've only found one unblockable, unstoppable killer combo. Even then, it used cards that were already on the chopping block, like Guided Assault.
Yeah.
But they usually also involve free action response will exchanges to like get it right in there stupid, especially in response spells. So
Yeah,
anyway,
having so many free action responses open the door for a lot of exploits.
yep. Resonance roll.
Resonance roll. 3.
3 resonance. Thanks, Gunnar. And it looks like I have initiative this round. So let's do my maintenance phase. No attacks, no defenses. Come in here real tight. My ring of invisibility is still good. Sailor augmentation, I lose. Let's do this over here. Master Evan's quickened reflexes requires an essence to sustain. Down to 8. Karmic debt, nothing. And sailor augmentation loses a duration. Your turn.
Alright, all I've got for maintenance is counting down cellular degen here.
Yeah. We're going to move to spell breath. Hmm. Mm-hmm. And let's do this too. I'm going to prepare 4 spells.
So aren't you special?
Yeah, I am. I am kind of special. Huh. Look at next to you to stay so. No. Are you done? You're probably done. Oh,
Yeah,
you have been for a while. You have been for a while too, huh? You didn't even put the timer on me or nothing.
Nope.
So nice of you.
You get first cast.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's cast. Let's cast Black Death on you. This is a global curse. Global damage curse.
Fasul.
Uh-oh, he's fasuling. Go ahead. What's he got?
You remember him.
Now he's doing the Sever Source.
And I'm going to ritualize it to Curse Duration 1.
Oh, so it'd be like 3 turns. I'm going to fasul that.
Okay.
With a level 4 Universal Negation, upgraded 2 tiers on the ritual path to Inexorable.
So it hits no matter what?
Oh, wait.
Or can't be responded to? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No,
No, actually, that's not correct. That's not what Universal Negation is going to be. That's how it was supposed to be this, but it didn't make it in, and we're not going to change it. Technically, no, I don't need to upgrade to Inexorable. That was supposed to be an Adamant, and then later and higher up, it was supposed to be add an Inexorable. That way, you can't dispel the counterspell. It really needs it really badly. I'm still debating on whether we want to change that for Avakshar cards or not. But no, it's true. Inexorable just means that it can target an Adamant spell. What this is really supposed to have is Adamant. So never mind. That's right. It was originally designed to have Adamant there, and Inexorable like at the tier 3, but in the final, how it shook out, we lost the Adamant and we just got the Inexorable. So.
Right.
So it's up to you. So and you, I spend a. Let's see. I spent both my action stones right off the bat. The moment you place, you spend the action. Now you are universal negating my universal negation?
Yes,
right?
I am.
Now here's where and what have you cast so far? So this would be using up, actually these are all free actions for you, is that right?
This is a free action for me. The universal negation is.
Yeah, but Sever Source is not. So are you only going to do it once
Sever
per
Source is
round?
not. But, right. I do, each of those do generate an extra resonance for me, though.
Yeah, nice. Soul responses. This is the hard part with fighting this voice speaker. You have this nice plan, but you can't get anything through. Okay. Very well.
Okay.
So your universal negation is successful. So my universal negation is discarded. Your Sever Source hits me.
2 resonance for that, and let's see, 4 harmony.
And 1, 2, 3, 4 harmony. Yep. I'll move this over here, and I'll add a duration to it. It's got 3 duration, right?
Awesome.
This is going to kill me.
Now, you tried to cast, or yeah, you cast, well, all right, you get 1 or 2 karmic charges. No, you get 2 karmic charges, right?
I get 2 karmic charges because my, oh no, Sever Source, I only get 1 because Sever Source was actually cast into my area. So by targeting it, I wasn't casting into your area.
Okay.
So therefore it wasn't offensive.
Okay. So you do get 1.
Oops, there you go. 2 karmic charges. And looks like Black Death hits us.
Yes.
Paying 1. And that's a global spell, so we'll just put it right out here. And we both take 1 essence.
Okay.
I still have one action stone left. I think you have one action stone left, right? Your turn.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, get that action out of there.
Yeah.
Get it out of there.
I'm still not used to action stones. Okay.
Well, that messes up my plan. What are you doing? Deciding? Oh, here it comes.
I am casting Apparoma.
Hmm. I don't like that either. This guy's. Ecthelion, are you going to trounce me? This is tough, man. This is ruthless gameplay. This is tough business.
I will say I've only used this codex once and I won.
I don't think I can stop that. So you've cut off my healing and you've cut off my resonance. Now you just got to have like 3 turns to just kill me. This is gonna be very difficult.
All right, I'm gonna put that over here. The rest of them.
Yes.
And I will pay 2 resonance.
You have 0 action stones left, right? Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know about action stones. I do know that beginners need it, and I do know that I want to get rid of the manifestation zone. It's very complex. It takes like a page of rules to explain, and those rules are full of exceptions of normal cast cycle timing and when you upgrade, and when you pay for it. It's just awful. So I want to get rid of it. So this was the counter to it. I'm still not quite sure about it. Virtually, we don't use it as much, but I have found like in demos, people like to use it every time. All right, well I'm not quite sure what to do here. Let's. Cannot cast that. I won't get anything from that, and I can't do that. Doesn't look good either. Holy cow! Tricky. That is tricky. What's that going to do? It's going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm a little stumped. Give me a second. I guess I gotta decide between what is paired anyway. So I've only got 4 resonance left. I think I will. Spend my last 4 resonance to. No, that doesn't work either. Oh, you're killing me. You're just killing me. I am shut down. Okay, I guess I'll. Sorry, I've never been shut down quite this intensely before. I don't know what to do. You should probably just call my 60 seconds. I'll be out. I will. Hmm. cast this or not? I don't know if there's much point to it. How long do I got this going on for? 3 turns. I guess I'll meditate and gain one stupid harmony. Ridiculous. And I have that, but that's not going to do me any good either. I guess I could have cast that anyway. It wasn't going to cost me anything. I probably should have. I think I will. End the match, end the game. I mean, not end the game, end the round. Go ahead, next round. Wow, you're killing me.
I've got a free action.
Oh, you do? Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna exchange a will for 3 resonance, right?
3 resonance, yeah.
Okay. And then we're done?
Actually, yeah, we're done.
Okay.
My resonance
rolls 1.
Oh, I get no resonance. Aha, this is low.
Not that matters a whole lot to you.
So I go up. I go first. I'm all injuncted. Look at this. I got a karmic debt. I got a resonance injunction and a health injunction. That's tight. That's tough. Let's start with this one. I'll remove a duration. This one. Sever source. -1. Karmic debt. -1. No, I'm just joking. Master Evan's quickened reflexes, which allows me to. It's going to cost me an essence, and I'm getting a little low. Should I pay for it? Yeah, let's pay for it. And cellular augmentation also. Loses the duration. Oh, we actually do global first, so we both take a hit.
Okay.
It loses the duration. Your turn.
All right. So degen -1.
I think I will. I think I'll pay one. I think I'll pay 1 resonance to. Can I afford it? I'll pay 1 resonance to have that do a damage to you and discard it.
Okay.
Spell prep.
I'm ready, by the way.
I should have paid that 1. And I am almost prepared, and I'm ready. Sorry, I'm the slow one, huh?
Okay.
see. I know you're going to bring the pain. What do I do first? Should I do this first? Will it even matter? Yeah, let's do it. See what happens. Dissolve tissue on you.
Okay.
Any response? Oh, I'm going to upgrade
No
it
response.
to two tiers. Cool.
Duration 1.
Yeah. So I'm going to lose my extra harmony, and we'll add a duration if it lets us. It does not. Your turn.
Okay. So, Estal.
You're just going to twist the knife, huh? Alum.
Your resonance. And I discard Cold Hard Iron.
Got two of these. I will cast these four, which will replace my quickened reflexes. Down to one resonance, and there's no more resonance coming in anytime soon.
I suppose I'll allow it.
What'd you say?
So I suppose I'll allow it.
Oh, you cut. It was a little scratchy.
I said I suppose I will allow it.
Oh, you will allow it. Oh no, so your turn.
Yep. Show. Judgment.
Judgment. No. Will injunction. Come on. That's the thing I was going to at least be able to do is at least do some will. Oh my goodness. I
Charges 2 damage.
2 damage. It's getting a little tight. It's getting hot in here. Okay, so normally, based off this current thing, I could use the Ring of Invisibility. Still use Beast Form, but that was a mistake. So this artifact's being errated. It's just like other cloak spells that if you cast a offensive spell, you lose it. So I'm going to go ahead and play by those harsher rules. I'm going to activate the Beast Form's ability right now to do a damage to you.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Oh, and I can't spend will. I was going to spend will to heal. Oh, you just stitched me up like a Dutch bum boy this match. Very good, very good. Just like a surgeon. Yeah, yeah. I'll do the beast form. I suspect I'm about to die any second. I'll do one beast attack on you. Your turn.
Okay.
Get all those curses. Sever Source is a monster. I think we probably need to change those universal negations to so at least they have the ability to get adamant. I don't really like the universal negation trains. What do you think about it? I don't like it. It's not what they were intended to. So that everyone basically one spell wants to get through, and everyone just goes, "Oh, I counterspell that. I counterspell your counterspell. I counterspell your counterspell." And then fourth player counterspells that counterspell. And it just all falls.
Yeah.
I like the idea of people having that one get out of jail free card. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The card is fine, I think, as long as when it's requires full action. That keeps most people from using it too much.
Right.
This Void Speaker helps it out a lot, though. That would be Vipada.
Are you going for an obliteration? Go ahead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is the level 3 version, I think, that's on the back. Alum, Vipada. It actually says Vipada.
And I will pay the will to make it a free action.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
Like 5 fluency chips.
Will injunction, essence injunction, resonance injunction. That's amazing. I'm going invisible. Stat. There's a spell in this game, it's a soul obliteration. It's very hard to pull off, but I think he's going to be able to do it, but it requires, it's an essence injunction. I mean, no, it's existence injunction. But it requires a lot of injunctions on you. I currently have all 4 primary energy injunctions on me. Really well done. Really stylish play, my friend. Maybe I should have gotten a soul shield. Your turn.
Let's see. That is my, that was free action. I believe I'm out of actions. I am done. Dunzo.
I'm done with the round.
What was that?
Yeah, and I'm done with the round.
Okay. 2 resonance.
I still go first. So first we do the global. We both take a hit from that. And that loses its last duration, so it's discarded. And then let's go down the list here. Got Judgment, -1. Atheroma, -1. Karmic Shackle, -1. Sever Source, -1. Nothing on there. -1 duration on Beast Form, -1 duration on Stellar Augmentation. And that's it. Your maintenance phase.
-1 duration on Dissolved Tissue. I take a hit. -1 duration on Resonating Pylon. I gain 2 resonance.
Oops, I forgot to pay for my Ring of Invisibility. I'm at 3 harmonies. 3 discord. Is that it? Spell prep?
Spell prep. I am ready.
Get one more. Ready.
All right, you're first.
Hmm. Hawkeye Cellular Augmentation. Did I do one of those out? Is this one over? Is this one up? Any response to that? Probably
Cell No. You are invisible, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pull this forward to show it. I'm invisible.
All right. Show.
What you gonna do?
Spiral of Master Shylock.
Spiral of Master Shylock. Damage X. Deal 1 damage for each junction of target. Damage is calculated separately for each target. Caster gains 1 harmony for each essence lost by all targets. And all I have that might fix that is the Manifest Etherica. But I do not have enough resonance for it. And everything else, I don't have enough for that defense, or that defense, or that defense. And so that hits. Well done. Nice. You do 4 damage. Wait, how much? Just injunction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 damage.
Yep.
Let me go down to 0. There we go. You had 7 resistance for it. Very good. And you gained 4 harmony for that too. Go ahead and move that. Move your harmony up so I can see, so we can see the final stats up for the screen. And then I'll just tell everybody I was on the bottom. Nicely done. That was really good. Really good.
Yep, good game.
So much control. And I still had options.
I'll show you what I really wanted to do.
What'd you really want to do?
You were right. You were right. There it is.
I don't think I've ever actually been in existence injunctioned before. It's never occurred to me.
I really wanted to do it. Your stupid ring.
Yeah, I figured that was coming, and I knew it didn't have area. I forgot about Spiral of Master Shylock. Basically, Spiral of Master Shylock is like the That's a pretty good alternative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as they're under 4, it ends up being the same thing. It's a pretty good alternative, and it's a heck of a lot cheaper. So, I think this injunction is.
I like it. It's a good combo. The only other time I played this codex, I played against Ryusan, Keeper of Soul, the guy whose name is on the back of this card, and I killed him with it. It was much fun.
You killed him with it. Very ironic. Sweet. It's good. I've always the injunction and the injunction strategy still holds up really well. I think it's great. I think it's great gameplay, and it's nasty. And still, with all that control, I still had options. Although Bio tends to be a little bit better at that because of its beast forms. It's got these attacks. It's got very cheap attacks.
Yeah.
There's still little things you can do, and I've got some all harmony attacks.
You had me a little worried there. Got me down to 3 essence.
Yeah. My goal was to try to get a beast form out and then an upgraded malignant transformation. But I figured you would probably just end up, you'd get Dispel. You have to have more Dispel. So I didn't really have much high hopes that I'd get this malignant transformation through. Yeah. But,
I had 2 more Dispels that could have targeted that. I had a Universal Negation left and a Physical Demanifest left.
You had a Physical Demanifest. So what I was going to do first was I was going to do the this Dissolved Tissue to try to bleed your response, but and then maybe be able to pull this off. But I don't know. So I figured it'd have to almost be out of actions, and I don't know. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull it off or not. But I had a strategy. I mean, I had something I could do despite the being totally locked up. So it's exactly what I want from control. Heavily controlled, but not taken out of the game.
Right. That Sever Source early in the game is pretty nasty.
It's nasty. It's really rough.
Depending on what you're playing against, I mean, if somebody is setting up defenses the first turn or so, it's really hard to get a chance to cast it.
Yeah.
Because if they don't cast at me, I can't cast Sever Source.
Right. Right. But if you can get it off, and they can't respond to it. Now, this one, of course, any of the counterspell that they put to it, you then just immediately counterspell their counterspell. That's probably the strategy a little bit. I think we're going to have to go in there and change level 4, Universal Negation, and level 3s, and change it from Inexorable to Adamant, which means that someone might have to carry 2 of these Sever Sources, which you easily could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just carry 2. You could cast 2. Technically, you could cast 2 in the same response phase. So. Cast 1, I get rid of that, and bam, you just have a second one already there, and you cast it again. You didn't pay for the first one, so now you can pay for the second one because you are definitely using up an action, and if you're not a Void Speaker, you're using up 2 actions to do that. But so it still does it just totally destroy it. That was very fun. It's very fun.
I really want to try. I really want to try Sever Source on somebody who's running a Forces Rush.
Yeah.
Just cut off all their resonance.
Yeah.
I think that'd be hilarious.
Look at you, and you're the Forces Keeper. Now you're like taking great pleasure in killing people with soul spells, existence injunctions, and you're plotting against Force users. You're very yin-yang.
I gotta know my own weaknesses.
So I didn't get to test you gotta know your own weaknesses. That's right. I didn't get to test once again. I keep trying to do this Life Chainer spec, where you try to build up to doing about 4 or 5 healing per turn, but Atheroma, I missed my initial opportunity, and then Atheroma made it impossible. So I probably will still have to test this again, but I'm kind of running out of time. So I want to. I think the rules are fine on that one. I still don't know about action stones, but as far as checking sustain costs, active card to sustain, they just feel very good. So next time we play, I'll be doing Quantum. I'm going to try the new Tempest Torn, which has been revised a
Now,
little bit.
And
the
the action
Unweaver.
stones really don't change any rules, do they? They just provide a visual, physical assist for new players, right?
Well, technically what we're exploring is having them choose some roles that didn't come up too much. Here's the rules that changes. Well, one, we can just have it be a visible assist, and we'll just recommend it in the playtest that you pull out a couple spirit tokens and put them in front of you. But technically what we're testing and checking out is it would do two things. One, it requires 2 actions. You just pay your stones right off the bat, and you have no manifestation zone. That's a big deal. The second thing it changes is, but it does mean that like the 6 spells in the game that require 2 actions, which were kind of built around that. So like I start to cast it, and you have a turn to just disrupt me or do something before it actually hits. Things like Event Horizon is probably the most poignant thing it affects. Also, Unraveling, the 4 Harmony Quantum attack hits you for 4 Harmony damage. What was I about to say? Anyway, those now come out instantaneously, basically, if you have the action stones to cast. But if you don't, you can't start them one turn and pay for them later. You just have to basically invest your actions right off the bat. The other thing it changes is if I cast something and you were using an interrupt stone to dispel it, normally it would go, I cast Dissolve Tissue, you spend an interrupt stone to dispel it. Now it's your turn, but you have an interrupt stone. So now you lose your turn and it comes back to me. And so what really happens is I cast Dissolve Tissue, you dispel it. I cast Dissolve Tissue, now you're out of actions or whatever, or you have to take another interrupt stone. Basically, it just changes the initiative and the turn order just a little bit. Umuri, I don't have any problems with it, but Umuri, and I trust his opinion, he's been playing a lot, he has a few problems with it. So anyway, I'm still not quite sure about it. Does that make sense, what I just said? Did I lose you? Yeah. Are you asleep? Did you fall asleep?
I'm here. Now, as far as that, I cast Dissolve Tissue, you cast a Dispel, I cast Dissolve Tissue.
Yeah.
And cases, at least with the Demanifests and Universal Negation, I can't cast Dissolve Tissue again.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, with the Demanifest, you can't. That's true. But the idea is that, like,
there are other Dispels.
I attack and you dispel it, but then the initiative goes right back to me because of that interrupt stuff. Now with the new method, I cast an attack spell, you dispel it, and that sort of sequence is over, and now it's your turn, and you can now attack me. So it's sort of like it gives the responder the initiative, and before it used to skip them. I think it's a very subtle point. I just don't think it really affects much, hardly at all. I'm just still not. It's just not a perfect, like, slam dunk change to me just yet. So we'll see. I have a few more things to still to play test on the specs, and so before we print them up for Alex Charge, so we'll have more time to check it out. Oh, and I'm going to be switching to Quantum, and that has a lot more requires 2 actions. So we'll really get to see it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get to. I'm working on the new website with Gunnar here for a little bit at his house, so I will call it a night. Thank you very much. That was very enjoyable. You ready to play again tomorrow or Wednesday? Finally, we got a good internet connection.
Anytime.
Cool.
All this week I can play.
Nice. Let's. I'll be trying to do one every day then.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Great. Thanks. We'll see you.
Yep.